Hey guys, welcome to Crypto Trends. I'm Silverbacked and I come to you daily with my Heikin Ashi Candle analysis of the top 10 digital assets. As a spot trader and investor myself, I run my portfolio like an index or an ETF. So let's start off this video first by defining who's in the top 10. It's just crypto at the moment, but obviously we're going to probably see tokenization of real world assets and stuff like that end up popping up in these, and I'm interested in the most valuable, where all the liquidity and the money's flowing to. So yeah, the different sectors and so forth would be very, very interesting to be able to be traded on the blockchain. Looking forward to that. So I can trade gold, silver, Microsoft, wherever the money's going, I can basically ride that trend. So, and that's the second thing I'll show you in this. I'll show you how to long and short the future price of any asset without taking on leverage and introducing liquidation risk. And lastly, how I get paid by exchanges for being a market maker just for holding essentially a spot position, because again I'm 1x leverage, so realistically there's no liquidation risk unless the market goes down by 99% in the asset that I'm holding. And I've got stop losses because that's the automation I do with my videos too. If that sounds like you, just stick around to the end, and I'll run through and show you exactly how I get this done. So starting with the trend, I want to know the top 10, whether to go long, whether it's ranging and stay out of it, or go short. So basically, just to let you know, the exchanges I use, my input is USDT, right? I deposit USDT, and then I'll direct, across 10 assets, I'll put 10% on each, if there's a position to be had. So if there's not, it just stays in my account as USD. So in the case of a $5,000 portfolio, I would have potentially five $500 positions, either long, short, out of the market or short. So essentially, like for example, I'll start with the first one, BTC. If I look at it, I've already checked these are in the right order against here. Now I just got to make sure that this list matches up with this correct list. So if I'm looking at BTC, ETH, XRP, BNB, ADA, so ADA's moved up one, Doge, is that Sol? Hang on, BNB, Sol, then ADA, then Doge. Maybe I did that. I'm right up there. TRX, yep. SUI, Link. Okay, so that's the top 10. I just want to make sure these are right too. These are the next 5 and the next 3 after that in order. XLM, TON has moved up. HBAR, BCH, OKB, and we need Litecoin, don't we? So, Litecoin and chuck that. So that's now they both match each other. Now I can do the actual analysis. So what you want to do is, if you're doing it yourself, you just go to daily. These are normal candles, as you can see here, just normal candles, and then let me just change to the first one, which is BTC. I can look at normal candles, or I can switch it over to Heikin Ashi. If you're looking for Heikin Ashi candles, you just click this little drop down box here on Trading View, and you'll find it down there. And as I can see, I want to look at, we just closed into a brand new day. So this candle here is actually still green, so it's got green with a green body, and a wick pointing to the upside and nothing below it. So essentially, I'm still long on the daily time frame as far as Heikin Ashi rules, how I treat it. And my stop loss level is exactly down. I'd follow this down till I see the last wick down. You get in nice and close and just make sure you get exactly where it is and stretch it out. This is the last wick down here, and what you can do is you can just copy that price. I'll put that in there. I change the color of the lettering or something. Let me just go change the lettering color, I think, to white. can't tell if sorry guys, I can't tell. No, there's nothing there. What the hell? Alright, I'm having problems here. Let me just try and type it in. 90. Oh yeah, now it's working. Oh god. Technical issues. It's probably my issue is I don't edit videos, so the mistakes stay in. So there you go. That works. Why is it 83? Oh no, that's about right. Yeah. Yeah. So my stop loss is at 83. It seems like I know it seems like a long way away, but this is how the Heikin Ashi Candles work. So let me just get rid of this. So that's our first one done. We are still bullish, so I just that goes to green, okay. And then next is Ethereum. I can leave that like this. So Ethereum is still long, and the stop loss level would be underneath the last week. I still have to stretch it right out. I'll go to a smaller time frame to get accurate about it. And basically, if you get any more volatility where the last volatility went down to, irrespective of how long ago it was, that's where you want to say, well, there's my line in the sand. I don't want to hold it or hodl it. If it goes beyond that, I'd rather just convert it back into USD and then see what happens the following day. So that is done. So we would go green, and then we'd make the stop loss level 1536. Sort of generally see how this goes, and then XRP. XRP, I think we got stopped out. We did, yeah. So that is one where it automatically stopped us out. I noticed the actual the notification came up from my exchange. So I think we lost. Let me think. I think it was like. We lost 1.8% on that trade. Now you'll see that there's a lot of trades that go well beyond 1 or 2%, because using this method basically means that we hold on forever until there's uncertainty in the price or it moves against us. So we actually are trailing our stop, but not too closely. It's really wonderful how it works. So XRP is a doji, so we'd stay out of that. So doji, that's the right color for a doji. And then, what have I got there? There's some sort of mark in there. I thought it was on my screen. I actually run my screen. Okay, so XRP, what do we say on XRP? Are we there yet? Yeah, stay out of it. It's ranging. BNB is ranging. BNB is ranging. So what I'll do is I'll just jump into my exchange and I'll just double check that I haven't got. I'm pretty sure XRP stopped out by itself. This is the good thing. This is why we set our stop losses, because it automatically takes you out. There you go. It's taken me out, and if I go to position history, it'll probably have it in there. Yeah, so 1.89%. I was right. Is what I lost on that. So next we have. Next up we have BNB, and that's ranging. So let's have a look here. Had we been in this position, we'll just go back to here. There we go. Just go BNB. We would have automatically set up a stop loss. So alright, so let's have a look and see where we are. So we've got an active trade that's down. We're getting a whole lot of sideways action. It is a weekend as well, so just be aware of that. We're not gonna know what's going to happen. If it was going up, it'll probably scam work down, do a stop hunt down, knock me out, and then continue up. But that's okay. I want to go by the trading view charts and essentially just go by this last closed candle. I stretch it right out so I'm accurate, and just grab just below the extent of the volatility in price that we've seen on that last closed candle, and then bring that over to here. I'll just close this, and what I'll do is I'll I'll actually manually enter it in so it's accurate. Take profit. This is how you do it. Position, that's your whole position, that's your partial position. So I'm already on whole position. I'll put the trigger price just here. And just go confirm. And that's it. So then we can see. Now, obviously the exchange looks. Oh, let me go to normal candles here because it's a bit confusing. Yeah, so that's where it is. There's slight differences in between exchanges, but just go off them. If you go off a major exchange like. This is done by Binance. Alright, so this is Binance market. So it's a pretty big market. Go by the trading view charts, and then obviously set it up in your charts over here. Now you'll find that BitUnex uses BitGet, Bybit, and Binance. So as long as you're using one of those markets, then they're not going to be too far out. So that's BNB. Next is Sol. Sol on the Heikin Ashi on the 1 day. It's actually a ranging candle, and it actually would have knocked us out. We would have had a stop loss around about here. Let's change the normal candles for a second. Let me just mark that area. That's where I would have had my stop. Oh, she's so thick. Why is it so thick? Bit of overkill. Alright. Right there. So change to normal candles, and yeah, we've been knocked out of it, and we're actually at that point where we should actually probably close. So let's have a look. So that was Solana. Let's just come up here and go Sol. That's on Heikin Ashi at the moment. Let's go to normal candles over here. So we've at least one of the charts were in normal candles. Yeah, so we've got a loss contributing over here. So it should have actually stopped us out, but we weren't really. It's like an hour and 45 minutes since the daily candle closed, so we're a bit late on this. So I'm just going to cop that loss. I'm just going to close that position. If you're in Solana, I would just jump out of it. There's no short opportunity there, I don't think. Let's have a look. Yeah, you got a ranging candle, a doji there. This one here's a doji as well, so I'd probably just hang loose, hang out of Solana for the minute. Just switch it over to USD. If there's a loss to be had after you've written it up, just jump out of it. So on that means that's all right. So next is ADA. ADA is a doji, so it's not something that we really want to be involved with, and it's right at the price you should stop out at. So I'll have a look at ADA on my exchange here and see where it is. It should be at or already knocked out. It's a 1 day. No, we haven't moved. It needs to be moved up to here. Actually, it needs to be closed. So I'll just close it. There's a 0.88% profit, but it's going outside the range of the last candle. So I'll close that with a profit. And where's my gosh? There you go. Yeah. So as you can see, all these green strong candles. This one here just completed. Sorry, make it bigger. This one here just completed with it with a wick below it. So basically, automatically my stop loss at the beginning of the day, which is, it's actually an hour and 48 minutes past that now. But in that time, it actually slipped past me before I could actually put a stop loss there. So that's okay. So my stop loss really would have been, if I was on time with doing everything, but nothing ever happens quickly with this. That's where it would have been. If I changed to normal actual price candles, we're actually right at the point here now where the actual price is. So if you're in ADA at the moment and you're trading the 1 hour time frame, I would get out. I would have been telling you an hour and 49 minutes ago to get out as well. So yeah, so that's now ranging. So that's where that is. What have we got? Doge, Heikin Ashi. Okay, so Doge, the stop loss should be down here. I know it's got this wick down here, but that candle needs to complete its full movement, and then once it's done, I will move my stop up closer. At the moment, the stop loss should be over here, just below this wick, this last wick down here. That's for Doge. And that is actually, even though that last candle looks a bit skewy, it is actually the last full candle is along. And we got what's next? TRX. TRX is a doji. Stay out. Now Doge. Let me just double check. Haven't got a position in Doge as well. Always a good idea to do that. Yeah, I do. So yeah, so that's right. So 16.96 cents. I think I said it was 16.9. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. So sorry. Next is TRX, and that's ranging. So I'll just check on TRX and see what we have in there. I think we actually got stopped out because we went short, I think, yesterday, and it went up by 4%. Couldn't have been more wrong. It is impossible to be more wrong than what we were. Well, we've actually put in maybe I don't know, we're doji, so just stay out of TRX. We would have been stopped out. I won't bother putting the stop loss level in because you would have got stopped out. You would have seen that yesterday. So I haven't. If you didn't see yesterday, then I have never told you to go short TRX. So you would pretend it never happened. Sui's still long. So still long, and stop loss level is down here, $2.10. So let's have a look. Sui long 10. So Sui long, and then 0.10. No, 210. Yeah, 210. Not just 10. That's what I was going to say. 210. And then we have Link. Link is now a doji. It's ranging. If there was a stop loss, it would be here at 14,672 or whatever. So I'll leave that as ranging, and I'll put. Well, I won't put the actual thing in there, and I'll just see if we from what I've told you from the last T8, that if it's still in or what. Yeah, we are still in. So basically from the trading view charts, that's where we should have moved it, and we should have been stopped out already at this level here. That's where it should have gone. Again, we're almost 2 hours past the end of the day when this should be done. But as I say, I don't rush around with these. Yes, we would have been knocked out, so assuming we would have been. I'll just change it to normal candles to see where the actual price is, and we've only just gone past it, so we're cruising past. So if I do have anything in link, I will close it and just accept that loss. So that's a, what is it, 2.3% loss. I will accept that loss gladly as part of the course, and then that's it. That's the top 10 done. So in review, I can basically just come back to my little diagram here, and I would say I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions I'm holding. Positions 5. I just like to do this as a last double check to make sure there's nothing silly there. The only take profits, the only orders here I've got are stop losses, so that's fine. List them there. You want to screenshot any of those? So that's basically it. So performance on the portfolio from, it's gone down a bit. It's only been today it's gone down, but it's still okay. Let's 7 days, 1.85. 1.85 divided by 7 is 0.26 a day. Times that by 31 for a month. That's 8.192% per month account growth. If we got a trending market, again, the market just rolled over, as you can see, just by this. So, you got 3% losses here, 5%. So things are rolling over. You watch, we've jumped out of a few things, or got stopped out with small losses, like 1.8, 2%, 2.3, 2%. So it's 2% of 2% of 10% of our portfolio. So it's a very, very small fraction of our account. And if those trends, if it rolls over and continues, and that becomes a trend, then basically we're going to be able to short those assets. So while everyone else is sitting out in USD, we're actually going to be able to ride it as it goes up and down. So we considerably reduced our positions. We've gone down from, I think, 10 positions yesterday to only 5 today. So that's saying a lot. So we're holding on to the ones that are great. We've got out of the ones that are turning a little bit too nasty. B&B is one that is probably coming close. It's probably the maximum I would lose is like 1.8, 2.3, as it's just by looking at what's been happening. Just want to have a little B&B while I'm here, and I'll round out the video with that. B&B. Yeah, we're like just so close to getting knocked out of B&B. If it comes down any further than yesterday's close, yesterday's extreme, then we'll be out of it. And that'll happen automatically. So good, nice. And then if it wants to continue on down, we'll write a short. There's 15% down to the lowest low there. So I don't care which way it goes. I really don't care, because I'm just gonna, as long as I'm exposed to the correct trend, I'll make more money. Simple as that. So yeah, in finishing the video, so that's it. If you don't know how to do this yet, you're just trying to watch these videos to sort of see how I set things up and how I manage things. It does takes a little while to sort of pick it all up. That's okay. If in the meantime you want exposure to be able to trade like this, but you don't know how to yet, there's I think this is it. Yeah, just come into here, go into BitUnex, the link below. Go into the BitUnex, go to copy trading, and look. Go to copy trading, and then just type in silverback gorilla, and that's me. You go in there, and basically there'll be a button to say copy, and then away you go. You're in there, and then we've made 2% in the last 7 days, and we're taking on no leverage. How's that? So yeah, that's the main account. That's 50% of what I do. The other 50% is on MEXC, which is I have a copy trading account here too. You come into futures, you come into copy trade, and then you just basically search traders over here. So it's the same, basically the same sort of system. And just go Bitcoin backed gorilla. I misspelled Bitcoin. How did I do that? Bitcoin something. Bitcoin. Oh, how many people with Bitcoin names? Bitcoin backed. No one's Bitcoin backed except me. There you go. Bitcoin backed gorilla. And then you can view this here. So you got like there's a one. This is like only BTC, only 1x leverage, and it's 100% like always like either out of the market in USD in a cash neutral position. It's 1x long or it's 1x short, and it's basically doing exactly the same thing as what I'm doing in the other multiple accounts. Yeah, like I've done nothing in here except for just deposit and look at it over the last. It hasn't even been a week yet, I don't think. So trading frequency 6 times a week? I don't think so. No. How's a winning and losing trade frequency? Sometimes it'll get stopped out. I do have stops on this as well, so I'm using the same data. So for example, if I've got yeah, I don't want this video to take too long. If I've just said to you that the 1-day chart Heikin Ashi is 83,888, then I could go into MEXC here. Go to futures. What did I say? 83,888. So 83,888. I'll double check ads. You know what I mean? 83,854. Same, basically the same. I can even adjust it. 83,88.8. There you go. So everything's exactly the same. I'm trading the 1 day, and you can see where it is, and you can see I'm in profit. I've got given it enough room to retrace these bloody charts. Fibonacci retracement. Here we go. Give me a magnet too. So if I put a fib on here, the 50%. Yeah, there's the 50% there. That level there. So horizontal. What the hell? I don't know why they just don't use trading view charts. Seriously, guys. But they're 7-year-old exchanges. They're pretty established. Do that, and then hit that. Get rid of that. Are you really? Are you kidding me? It didn't put my line up there. What the hell is it? What is this shit they got on the screen? Yeah, man. They're not using it hot. Anyway, 50% down from there to there is where I would expect it would, even if it was going to continue on up, I would expect it to pull back a little bit, on the way up. Like as this goes up, a mirror image, it pulls back, you know. So yeah, I am expecting that. In fact, it's gone such a long way without pulling back. I think it's due, because that wasn't that's all almost part of the same move. 1, 2. I'm sure there's another wave up, but I think it'll come back down first, and then it'll go up to meet these highs up here. Well, we do end up here, definitely. I think it's going to be dramatic when it happens. Anyway, so that's it. Yeah, there's links at MEXC. If you want to find the copy trading, this is the thing here. There we go. And yeah, you can just follow along. This one you're getting 85% of the returns from the trades, and I just manually trade it for you. And this one here, you actually get 90% of all the profits from the trades from me trading it. So there you go. There's both those sources, Silverback Gorilla and Bitcoin-backed Gorilla. Couldn't be easier. What sort of split do you do? It's up to you personally. I haven't got it set up that way right now, but I'm planning on setting them up so that I've got 50% in each. So 50% exposure to BTC long short, 1x, and then 50% exposure to the top 10 as an index, as what I'm covering in my videos. And then I'll look at the balances and see how they're going. So if alts really pump, then I'll be selling some of those to rebalance out into my BTC long short position, because I don't want, if one hasn't gone up and one has, then obviously I'll be selling the highs, selling high and then buying what's still low, which is the BTC position. So and that can go long and short too. So it's very fluid. So anyway, guys, I will leave it there. Essentially, all the links to BitConnect for the Silverback Gorilla copy trade vault, the links to MEXC, the Bitcoin-backed Gorilla copy trade vault. If you want a bit of fun, and put that in there while you're actually just watching the videos. If you are trying to pick up this method. And I'll see you tomorrow, and hopefully we can carry on the nice trends in the portfolio as this case study that I'm running. Thanks again for joining, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Oh, and just before I forget, one last thing, just before I go, silverbackgorilla.substack.com is the actual website to get access to my leveraged group. We basically do get our leverage on in there, and I will actually share a few tips and trades that I will do. And again, I'm not pushing it too hard because I'm aligning myself with an educational company, and I'm doing their course at the moment. So I'll be bringing out the education led first, and before I'm sort of encouraging people to jump in and just start swinging for the fences, because I don't want people doing high leverage and then just like blowing up their accounts. There's no point in me even getting like referral sign-ups and then you guys just like going there losing your money and just and never coming back. What's the point in that? I'd rather someone that is able to confidently navigate the markets against market makers and know where the liquidity is to trade properly. So this is a good starting point where you can sort of be on a bit of an insider on those conversations that are already happening. I'm doing the training, no one else is, but the training is available to anyone already. And then obviously once I finish the training myself, I'll be an ambassador for the brand, and because they're quite serious. The training is no joke. It's a career if you're doing it, but it will show you how to navigate the market, to know what's going to happen based on patterns, market maker activity, and liquidity areas and zones. To give you an edge in the market that you can carry for life, and you'll be able to do up to 25x trades pretty safely. Actually, that's the whole point of it. So, and then when you're rich, you'll be able to use my spot trading Heikin Ashi to preserve your wealth and do your asset management and rebalancing. So if you're interested in the trading side, you can preemptively jump in here and see these conversations. You're sort of already in here already. If you are, you actually can subscribe to this for free. It's just the private chat, which is here. There's a paywall there, but otherwise you've got access to the Telegram group, my Twitter, cross-chain swaps, Ravi wallet if you want that, everything like that. So that's a bit of a plug for the Substack. For you guys, if you aren't subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. There's a way of doing it for free. Just follow your nose and work it out. Just because you see a pay window come up, just click on the no fee option, and then you'll get a heads up every time I drop a new video. But anyway, thanks guys, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Cheers.